Yo, what's up guys, Nash here coming at you with a brand new video, and today we're talking about how I was able to bring a brand new store that I literally put together and started a few days ago and started running ads for it yesterday. How I was able to get it to $100 per day today. Let's go into it. So before we get started, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified as soon as I drop the content, because we're dropping free content for you guys every single day. But go ahead and do that, and let's dive in. So the first thing that I want to do, because I know that a lot of people will probably be skeptical about this, I want to show you guys what happened. So basically I ran an ad yesterday. I think it went up around 3 p.m.-ish, my time, which is Hawaii time, which is like 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern time. So kind of late at night. But basically, as you can see yesterday, hopefully this focuses, I was able to do 76.76, and then that carried over to today, which, that's my total, wrong direction. Today, which was 21.99, and for a total of, as you can see, 98.75, so just under $100 a day, which is kind of a bummer, but it's all good. We're going to talk about how I was able to actually do that. So let's dive in the computer. So guys, how was I able to take a website that for a niche that I've never been in before? This is the first time I've ever been in the niche, and I've never run any marketing for it, never even tested products with it. How was I able to take that site to $100 a day, almost essentially, within just a day of marketing? Well, it comes down to a ton of research. I put a ton of research into the beginning of it, but it obviously shows. So the first thing that I do is I don't do Facebook ads, I do Instagram ads to start, okay, which I recommend that you do Instagram ads as well to start. Basically, reach out to Instagram pages and you start running ads with them. So, but what a lot of people do, and what I see a lot of people, teaching or promoting or whatever, is they're like, go out and find a niche, go find a product, and then go find influencers. Where what I do and what I think is the best way to do it is actually find your influencers first, okay? And why do we want to do that? Basically, you want to make sure that there's a market. If there's no market for what you're selling, then there's no point in selling it, because you're not going to make any money. You're probably going to waste money. Plus, once you have the influencers, they're going to tell you the niche and they're going to tell you the product. I'll tell you how in just a minute. But you want to find your influencers first. Now, how do we find these influencers? What's popular on Instagram? Okay. There we go. Okay, what are popular things that are on Instagram? I'm sure you're on Instagram all the time. Things like weight loss, things like fitness, motivation, entrepreneurial, dogs and cats, animals of all different kinds, travel, beautiful photos, beautiful places, all these are very popular niches. And you're not looking for a niche necessarily, you're just looking for influencers, something that you're interested in. Ideally, you want to be interested in it, or else you're just going to get bored real quick. But what's popular on Instagram, and from that, if you find a bunch of influencers that are within a certain category, so say you find a bunch of influencers that are in, say, the travel niche or something, and they're all over 500,000, over 1 million, that means that it's probably a good space. There's probably money to be made. So if there are multiple accounts over 1 million, I'll just say 1 million, because that's broad. That's for the broad niche, I guess, is you want to find a lot of people in the 1 million range. Then there's probably money to be made, okay? If there's not, then chances are the niche is not big enough for you to make money on Instagram. Could you do it on Facebook? Could you do it other ways? Yeah, probably. But specifically on Instagram, it's going to be more difficult for you. So now that you find those, how do we niche down? Or do you even need to niche down? In the case of my website, I actually didn't niche down. I actually went with a broad niche, and it worked out fine. But what you could do is actually, niche down and find out, instead of doing fitness pages, you do yoga pages, or you do vegan pages, or you do CrossFit pages, and you do, and from there, what you can actually start doing is, once you find your influencers, now you have your niche. So the niche is just natural. It just is a natural fit, depending on what the influencers are, right? But once you have your influencers, start looking through all their pages for common themes. Okay, what do I mean by this? most of the time people have influencer pages for the sole purpose of making money, right? So how do they make money? They make money by doing sponsored posts, what you're actually going to want to be doing. Basically, somebody pays them to post on their page. So that being said, they're going to naturally have sponsored posts on their pages. So we can start to look through a bunch of these influencer pages and start to see what's actually being promoted, essentially like taking other people's ideas for what's going on. So once we look through, I would say look through, and this is, I don't want to put a number to it because it's not a number, but look through at least 50, okay, ideally more, but at least 50 pages in the general niche, and to find common products, okay? So what you're gonna find is after you look at about 50 pages, 75 pages, is you're gonna start to see that certain products are being promoted maybe 2, 3, 5 times. And if you see products being promoted on the same page or on different pages multiple times, and they're doing well, they're getting good engagement, chances are they're making money. So from there, once you find that the product is actually making money through seeing that it's on multiple pages, we move on to step number 3, which is find the product on AliExpress, okay? And basically all you have to do is, say it's like a cat bracelet or something, just type in cat bracelet and sort by orders. A lot of times you'll find it at the top of that order list, or you can scroll through. Another thing you can do is actually go to whoever's promoting the website, go to promoting on the page, go to their website, which is usually in the link in their bio. And if you pull it up on your desktop, you can do a right click and search Google by image, and you can usually find some AliExpress listings through doing that as well. So once we find the product on AliExpress, now it's time to build a website, okay? So notice that I didn't say anything about making a website before. We're always finding our influencers, finding the common themes, finding our products, and then we're building the website. Especially if you're strapped for cash and you don't have a lot of money in the beginning, you don't want to be wasting your money on a Shopify trial or on the Shopify plan, which is like $29, which it's not a waste. But if you're strapped for cash and you don't have to be paying, then why would you? So start your Shopify trial, which by the way, if you guys want to get started, I do have a link to the free Shopify 14-day free trial that you can go ahead and get in on. I have a link in the description below that you can check out. But basically, you're going to start your Shopify trial and you're going to build out your website. Super simple. Just use you can honestly just use the default theme. That's what I did. You don't have to go crazy with logos. Don't go crazy with colors. Literally, guys, you can probably build this site in a matter. If you're brand new, never built a site before, you could probably build it in like 12 hours total. Split up obviously, unless you want to go long haul, just like freaking 12 hours straight. But it shouldn't take you a whole lot of time. So start your Shopify trial, import the winning product. Okay, and this is the product that we found over here in in step 2, the product that we found through looking through influencer pages. We're going to import that winning product, and basically after that, import 4 to 6 similar products. And basically we're just going to use this as upsells, okay? So say you're in, the CrossFit niche or something, and you're selling like a CrossFit necklace, okay? So you have the CrossFit necklace, but then maybe you can sell like a barbell bracelet or like some sort of ring or like a t-shirt or something. So find 4 to 6 similar products. Ideally, they all have like decent amount of orders. They're pretty good on AliExpress. And we're gonna import those using Oberlo, which you'll also do for the main product. Import all those in using Oberlo, and you're good. Basically, you're gonna now have like 5 to maximum 10 products on your website. Now that we have that, we already have our influencer list here that we did in step 1. We already know. We can actually, if you didn't already in step 1, reach out to the influencers we found in step 1 and ask for rates for a featured post. Okay, and ideally you're going to be wanting to reach out to the influencers that have ideally under 300K followers. And the reason why is because, especially when we're just testing out, because we have a pretty good idea that it's going to work, but we're not for sure that it's going to work. So if it's under 300K, usually you're going to spend less than $30 or $30 max. Anything more than that, like I don't want to waste $50 if I don't have to, if I know that it's not going to work. So ideally, I'd like to test with influencers of under 300K if possible. So let's do, and a lot of people ask the question like, how many influencers should they actually reach out to? I usually recommend at least like 30 to 50 per day. Okay. And I know that sounds like a lot, but honestly, the average response rate is about 20%. You can get it higher. I've made videos about how to get it higher, but you're going to get maybe 20 of these 30 to 50. You might get responses from like 3 to 7. So you really want to make sure that you're on point. Okay. Once you do that is when you run the ad and optimize from there. Okay. And I've made videos about how to run ads, how to create ads, and you can check all those out on my channel, and also how to optimize. But basically, guys, this is the blueprint here. And I know it's kind of hard to tell, but basically, find your influencers. By finding your influencers, you're actually going to find your niche as well. So don't focus on your niche. Second of all, through finding your influencers, you're going to find common themes and products. Once you find that, import the winning product that you find through a common theme into your website, along with like 4 to 5 other similar products. Okay. And you're not going to start your website until you find that product and the influencers. Once you do that, contact influencers under 300,000 and just make sure that, or check what their rates are. Ideally, you want to spend less than $30 just testing these out. And yeah, then you just run the ad, which I've done videos on. You can check them out on my channel, and you should be good to go, guys. It's actually pretty simple. This is like a sort of simplified version, but it's actually kind of this easy. It's not really difficult as long as you put in the research on the front end. And honestly, just use your competitors' websites as examples so that you can start to get sort of an idea of what's actually working in the marketplace. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Hopefully you got a better idea of how to actually go out there and pick products and kind of crush it. So if it was, again, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And why would you not? We're dropping free value like this every single day, and it's lit. So why would you not want to freaking subscribe? So do that. Hit the notification bell so you're like the first to get notified, because this content is hot and you're going to want to be notified. Lastly, if you like it, go ahead and hit the like, because it lets me know that you like the content and you want me to continue making it on a daily basis, which I've been loving doing. You guys have had like great feedback. Hearing a lot from you guys. If you want, you can actually DM me on Instagram at NashHagen, and I usually respond within a couple hours or so. Love helping you guys out. Love doing site reviews, all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested, go ahead and do that, and hopefully this is helpful, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I need you in the morning.